have a good relationship with this loved one, so I don't want to talk to them, or they probably won't come through because they didn't like me or they had resentment against me. That's another thing I think we've learned being mediums. Like we said, our loved ones can see things from so many different perspectives that they don't hold on to the same pain or resentment that maybe their souls used to while they were still here. And so because they can see things and understand things on such a deeper level that maybe they couldn't have while they were still here, it really allows their soul to heal, number one, and to let go of all of those feelings or emotions, but it also allows them to show up for you and to come through with the healing messages that you might be needing to hear from them in order to help you move forward. And there's messages like that that come through.
I was just going to say, yesterday I had a woman who she was skeptical. She walked in skeptical, which I told her, I'm doubting Thomas. I understand that. I don't like to hear someone skeptical coming in sitting on across from me, but she was such a sweet skeptical, so I felt comfortable in her energy. Long story short, she didn't have many people on the other side at all. And what she did have, according to her, was dysfunctional. So she, because I just kind of explained, we don't have to do a mediumship. We can do an intuitive reading instead if you prefer. And she was just open. She was pushed there and open. And I just want to have a side note real quick, because as mediums, I have heard, I don't know if you have heard, people have this belief that skeptic people and people who come in skeptic and what's the other word?
Like closed off.
Yeah, I forgot. I just lost it. But just they say like almost like if someone bought a reading for someone and they were like forced into it, pushed into it, just how there cannot be a connection made, and how, so I've heard that before, like it's just not a good connection. It's not because this person's being forced, number one, and number two, they're skeptic. And so I had that lingering, but it wasn't, I didn't connect to the belief, but I've heard this many times. So I let that go. And the first person to come through, the only person she really lost was her father. And there's a whole story that I wouldn't share, but behind it, but she was crying. I know, I feel that she, he said a lot of beautiful things to her and a lot of teaching to her that I feel like she couldn't have peace surrounding a big heavy weight that she lived with most of her life. I was just